Hi, everybody. Just giving a minute for you guys to pop up before I get into these topics. Have some recent events to discuss. The bus driver that almost hit the dog today. Couple of things. So I'm going to give you all about 2 minutes. In fact, I'm going to start some tea. What's up, DW? Hey, by the way, I'm sorry. I was saying your name wrong. I was calling you UW, and that was wrong. It's DW. I was wrong. This is like when IHD calls me, hey, Gling, when IHD calls me, dogs are trash. No harm, no foul. Don't mind me. I'm just starting tea while we wait a couple minutes. Take me a few minutes. Hi, Jade. You know I will. And we're going to discuss, which I already talked to DW about on the phone earlier. Supreme Taco! I talked to him about the bus driver almost hitting my neighbor's dog today, which would have been fantastic. We're already down 3 dogs because the neighbor that set their house on fire. If we could just get rid of that other one. Let me check the volume. All right, we're good. All those fancy things. All right, so I'll go ahead and start chit-chatting about this whole dog thing. So today, the school bus driver, whom is also a dog hater, shows up and he's pissed off. And I'm like, what's wrong, man? Like, he looks pretty angry and he says, that fucking dog. I was like, which fucking dog? He's like, that damn chocolate lab. It's always running around the neighborhood. And I was like, yeah, I'm this close to turning it in. I'm sick of it. And he goes, yeah, well, I almost hit it with the bus. Next time, I'm going to make sure I do. I was like, please do. That would be fantastic. Kill the dog with the bus. And I seen a name in my comments before I started. I want to say his name is, or her, I could be wrong, your anti-dog neighbor. It's very clever. I like that. Hey kittens. Hey, everybody. I'm just getting my tea together while I give everyone a chance to hop on. Bunch of different stuff to cover. I'm not going to run over the dog with the bus, but if it keeps running in front of the bus, it's going to get run over by the bus, and I think it's fantastic. Look, the thing runs around attacking other dogs. It's constantly growling and barking at everybody. He said, actually, the good school bus is out of commission, and it's at the shop in a big city. And he even said that. He was like, I don't even care about this bus. It's not even like it's my bus. All right. I've got my tea on. We are good to go. I'm going to hop into some emails, okay? And we'll go ahead and cover some of that and get right into this. Let's see. Always enjoy talking with you. Tea water is going. We're good to go. I'm like in one of my lazy pajama dresses. Let's hop into this shit. Hey, Queen Cat. Awesome. So I have so much content that I need to cover some of it. It's becoming overwhelming. It's so many great topic suggestions. You guys do such a good job of keeping me up to date on dog attacks literally all over the world. And it helps a lot. And the 2 stories that I covered yesterday in a live stream about the woman who was a safe dog advocate, that her own parent, her mother, was killed by her own Rottweiler. And while her mother was dying on the porch, she was hiding the dogs. That's a real good story to share with people that aren't dog haters yet. I like to say yet because as I was speaking with Tarcisia earlier, I'm sure she'll pop up soon. It's yet to me because I feel like so many attacks. Like, yeah, some people, will allow themselves to be attacked over and over, but how many? How many until you finally wake up and go, you know what, fuck this. Like, I'm tired of people being attacked by these dogs, and you change your mind frame. So I like to think of it as yet. They're not dog haters yet, right? Yes, there you are. Hey, and watching us on the TV. Ooh, fancy. I have my computer propped up on the coffee pot because apparently people don't want to look up at me anymore. So now I have to look down at you guys. So it makes the screen kind of hard to operate, but let's go. All right, we're going to start with the topic suggestion from Tarcisia, actually. She helps me with content all the time. I am so appreciative of her. She also helps me translate articles from Spain and places like that I cannot exactly understand. And so helpful, everybody. Thank you to Tarcisia. Thank you to the community. Thank you to all the new people. I love this name, Your Anti-Dog Neighbor. That is just, I'm jealous, to be honest. That is the freaking coolest name I've seen so far. So, oh, Jade. Oh, watch out. Okay, so she says, you're not even safe in your fucking home. Okay? Read the screenshot I have attached. A lot of people are afraid to let any of their pets outside. This goes for cat owners, small dog owners, what have you, okay? And she spoke to this lady and nobody did shit about the piece of shit dog, okay? Tar is wonderful. I love Tarcisia. She is one of my favorite people. No, for real. I am so jealous of your name, Anti-Dog Neighbor. Seriously, that's a perfect name. This screenshot says, I have 5 cats now, used to be 6. They were all kept inside the house to avoid things that you've mentioned. I've learned that doesn't always protect the cats from dogs, and one of them was sitting in the window getting sun when a neighbor walked his dog by the house. The dog saw the cat, tore the leash out of his hand, jumped through the screen into my house, into the house. Okay, so I don't care how anybody feels about any pet. You know I discourage people from carrying on about cats in the live chat. Very well-known thing. I'm not big on pets. I don't want the arguments, but no matter who you are, let's say that this wasn't a cat and it was a baby. Either way, you're not safe in your fucking house, okay? Broke into the house, through the screen, chased the cat around, caught it, and killed it. I was chasing the dog around with a heavy-duty broom, hitting it and trying to get it away. Meanwhile, the owner walks in and starts yelling at me to not hit his dog. Dog's just broken his fucking house, right? He was even hitting me and trying to take the broom away. After the cat was killed and one more was injured, he finally got his dog under control and out of my house. Then the police were called. All he got charged with was a dog running loose. Nothing about destruction of property, the window screen, the death of the cat, the injury of another. Nothing about assault where he was hitting her, right? As long as the dog lived next door to keep the cats... Wait, I was told that I should keep the windows shut in the summer with no AC as long as this dog lived next door to keep the cats out of the windows. Yeah, it broke in her fucking house. Not all cat owners feel their cats need to wander free. Responsible cat owners want to keep them inside. As for this question, it was a stray cat, meaning the cats didn't have a responsible owner to keep them in. Not every loose cat you see is owned. So there are many stray cats out there. It's unbelievable. The neighbor that they live in has a total of 12 feral cats. Damn. Okay? Yeah, I'm like, anybody who's hitting me, and the cat's being attacked, I'm not having it. And, oh, hey, it's the real X-Star. And I don't care if this is a child, this is a pet, whatever. This critter broke into this person's house. Like they said, you're not even safe in your own fucking house. That's unreal to me. So, yeah, it would be dead. I'm not playing. So I don't see Morpheus yet, but we're going to cover his suggestion here, okay? And this is the 10 disgusting things only dog owners, only a dog lover would do. And I'm sure this is, it's by therover.com, so this is going to be one of those gag fests, as as they like to do. It starts out like this. Dogs, the most beautiful and majestic creatures. That's how they're saying it. Their undying loyalty and fuzziness have earned them the title of man's best friend. We love them. All right, cult leader, calm down, you fucking dork. God, these people are fucking psychos. Loyalty, how often do these things run off and let people get attacked? Fuzziness, I don't give a fuck. What, your house is full of fur? What the hell does that mean to me? Beautiful and majestic. Oh, yeah, they're beautiful and majestic when they're attacking people and shitting all over the place. God, as we've learned, love is truly unconditional. From the moments of pure doggy joy to the moments that range in the mildly distasteful. Who enjoys carrying around tiny sacks of excrement in public? Ouch, my brain, y'all. To the outright disgusting. So we asked our sitters whose love for dogs is unparalleled. Yeah, we know. For their most shocking and disgusting stories. Their tales may shock you. You may regret your lunch choices, or this could seem totally familiar to you. So these people are going to tell disgusting fucking stories, and whenever Morpheus sends something, I know it's going to be pretty interesting. These people are going to tell these disgusting fucking stories and basically brag about them as a testament of their love. As usual, as I like to point out, this is like listening to a domestic violence victim. You know? They will tout and be proud of all the stupid shit they do for this person that abuses them and walks all over them. So we hereby present the top 10 shocking and disgusting things only a real dog lover would do, sorted from mild to wild for your reading pleasure. Fucking disgusting. I've already spotted one of these that's pissing me off. Let me get my stuff. I've got terrible insomnia. If I don't drink some kind of like calm down tea at night, I stay up all night sleepwalking and shit. Number 1. God, I hate this one. Using the dog as the primary dishwasher. These people are so fucking disgusting. Number 2. Removing a live pigeon from your dog's mouth. What are you guys so fucking proud of? 3. Removing eye boogies and letting them be recycled. Recycled, by which we mean eaten. These disgusting fucking people. 4. Smelling your fingers after picking up a particularly messy pile of poop to ensure it was a clean grab. These people are bragging about this. You're sniffing your hand after you pick up shit? I don't know about the rest of you intelligent people, but anytime I have to encounter... In fact, I was talking to DW about this today. Farm animals are disgusting too. And it's not that I'm hating on them. They're outdoors, they're in a barn. First thing you do when you get back from working with horses and cattle is you take your boots off outside, and usually your clothes, and then you go straight to the shower. These fucking weirdos are picking up shit and smelling their hands. I'm sorry, I gotta go to live stream to see your guys' comments about this one. Oh my god. It's disgusting. They don't need to shower. They shower in fecal matter. Oh god. Okay, I had to come and see what you guys had to say. Yeah, I don't drink anymore. I used to have a drinking problem. I don't drink anymore. It's a long story. Okay, number 5. Check poop for worms, especially if there are worms. What? There's always worms. They're dogs. I know Morpheus sent this to me because he knew I was going to rip this apart. Number 6, get a big sloppy kiss from your dog at the park before discovering he's just happily eating duck poop. He's always eating something disgusting. Why do these people feel the need to make out with these things and then brag about it? I've seen less PDA from married people and lovers, than I've seen from dog lovers. You see more of them making out than you do humans, like, enjoying each other. Disgusting. Grab a Klingon dingleberry without thinking twice about it, with a bag over your hand, of course, until you look up and see someone looking at you in disgust. Me, I'm the guy looking at you like you're fucking insane. Wake up fresh out of the shower and celebrate that your puppy made it through the night without peeing in her crate. As you pick up the puppy, she pees all over you. Back to the shower. Morpheus, you're an asshole. Number 9, scrub the carpet when your dog thoughtfully redecorates your place after consuming an entire packet of something they shouldn't have eaten. I've got something they can eat. I'll keep that to myself. Number 10, self-express anal glands. The smell is haunting. Listen to all the wild shit. these people are willing to do for these dogs. Is it that hard to like call your cousin or make a friend? Is it that difficult? Maybe it's just me. I don't have trouble making friends, but I would never. If you need a true dog lover to look after your cute one, here's this website. And then they go on to some more dog-loving psycho rhetoric. So let's just get the fuck out of that. Good night. What's wrong with these people? Yuck. Yes, over 20,000 people a year die in India due to rabies. That is a true fact. Disgusting. So we're going to move on from all that. Yeah, I would love to go hunting with all of you. Hey, Canine Critic! I was hoping this would be a good time of night for you to show up. Good to see you. And we got Dog Meat Smithsonian, artist formerly known as Chef Cooking with Dog Meat. Antifreeze is a good answer. Yeah, bring on the antifreeze. Okay, so I'm not fucking kidding. Let's see, what do you... Yes, no, they steal newborns right out of the hospital. I have seen that. And for any of you that Google it and come up with the articles, feel free to email them over. I'll cover them. So let's move on to the next one. Oh boy, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is one that just happened. This came from the Facebook Dogs Are Garbage page. And, Beanie, if you want to throw that up there while we're talking about it. This came from the Facebook Dogs Are Garbage, aka Ashley page. We're small but growing. Neil put this up. He lives in the UK, I believe. He could correct me if I'm wrong. A boy, 3 years old, was mauled by a French Mastiff in the park while owners watched and laughed. Okay. This was the 9th of September, 2021. A mom has spoken out over horror as her son was left traumatized by a French Mastiff attack. The dog attacked him in the park while owners laughed, according to the devastated mother. The incident unfolded in a park in Stoke-on-Trent in Staffordshire in the West Midlands, and the mom has shared. The little boy's mom wrote, Hi all. I wanted to share with you what happened to me and my 4-year-old son on the 29th of August, 2021. Whilst we were playing tennis, a dog came running up to my son and jumped on him and started attacking him. I ran to save my son and was pushing the dog off of him. The owners were laughing and reassured me that the dog was only playing. The mom said, my son since then has been crying all night. He is very traumatized by this. No child should ever go through what happened to my son. He is very lucky that he was not severely injured and the wounds were not too deep. They still believe the dog was playing and that he was not a threat at all. This woman's in fear that her child's dying and these psychos are laughing at her. I would have saved my son and started beating the shit out of them. I'm sorry. As soon as the dog was off of my son, I could see how scared and traumatized he was. He had a wound to his inner arm and his top was ripped from the shoulder part where he had another wound. A Staffordshire police spokesman said, we are currently investigating an incident where a 3-year-old was bitten by a dog at Burslem Park. The owners of the dog have been described as white. The man was wearing a red jacket, a baseball cap, and shorts, and the woman was wearing a gray Adidas hoodie. The boy was taken to A&E with cuts. Okay? So, yeah, real funny. Ha ha ha. Yeah, fucking bullshit. So agitating. Thank you, Beanie, for sharing the link. Total bullshit. Horrifies me that they're sitting there laughing about it. Yeah, I need my anti-BS pills too. Let's see. In India, a couple of well-fed stray dogs grabbed a baby from the mother's arm and they ripped the baby apart. The pieces were found several feet apart. Yeah. So, thank you, Gling. I'll go back. Actually, I learned how to keep the live chats up. I didn't know how at first, so I had to go and research and read it. And yeah, they are demons in the flesh. The real X-Star is right. I will go back and pull these out and make sure to share them in the future. So let's go ahead and just hop into another one. So many things, okay, that, like I said, I was going to wait till this weekend. And I'm like, man, I'm going to have so much that it's going to start backing up. So let's see. Okay, no, now we've got this one. This also comes from the Facebook page from Carrie, whom... cracks me up because she says that now she has to call Clamps Fluffies, because for any of you that are new, this is Fluffy, and every time I describe a dog, I'm like, no, Fluffy, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, okay, let's see. She said, I want to start off by saying I love your videos and have since the very first one. Love your personality. And I'm sorry I'm not more active in commenting and chatting. She's very busy. And I said, that's totally fine. Okay, so then we went into, she says, oh, thank you, the Real X Star. She says, I don't currently have kids, nor do I plan to. But if I ever did, I was wondering how dog haters educate their children about dogs. Do they just avoid them physically through media and books and hope their children come to the conclusion on their own? Or do they educate them on everything bad about dogs? When I have kids, I don't want them to become part of the brainwashed dog nuttery. Fuck Fluffy. Okay? So, Fluffy the Clamp. So I told Carrie I would discuss this a bit. And I was actually going to discuss it from my own point of view. For any of you that do have children, I know a couple of you do. If you would like to share your tactics on dealing with this, are you honest with your children? Do you talk to them about it? Is it something you're waiting on? And that's it. I have the needle. Very good point. And my son's not, it's not that it's like graphic. My son's just not old enough, and he's special needs. So he, not super special needs. Like, he's going to be a totally functioning human. He's more a little verbally. You do? Okay, DW does. And I have the needle and show them dog attacks. I talk to my son. I don't allow people to bring dogs around my son. I will explain a little bit further. When it comes to them inserting them into children's books, I often will skip over the whole sentence, okay? Or I'll replace the word dog with log. Doesn't always make sense, but whatever. I'm not going to brainwash him. And a lot of times as I'm reading, because as we all know, I talk like a sailor, this is a pretty common thing for me. Now, when I'm in a professional setting, you know, I can stop cussing. It's not like I can't, you know, stop cussing. But I do. And a lot of times when I'm reading, like, the story and my son's there reading it, I will say, and then the dumbass dog, you know, or I'll put, then the useless dog showed up and killed all the children. Like, I will totally say that. I do not let him watch shows like Paw Patrol. I discourage that. I also shared a story the other day, and I will share this with you guys, and I feel it's a decent tactic. I tell everyone, now my son does have a couple allergies, you know, but I tell everybody that my child knows that I don't like dogs. I just tell him that dogs are as dirty as a filthy rat. Okay, WS90, there we go. I mean, Tarsicia, and they think they're pure beings. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's DW, exactly. Same thing with me. I always make it a point to express my disdain. And I shared this story before, and I'll say it again. You know, we were at the barbecue the other day. I even told you guys I didn't want to go because I knew there would be a dog around. Someone's going to bring one, and someone did. And she walked in, and her intention was to take the dog straight to my son. She doesn't even know us, without asking, and it's a little dog, but whatever, and put it right on my son's lap. That was her intention. And I stopped her. I was over at the sink making kebabs. I said, oh, no. Don't put that dog on my son. He's allergic. That's my quick go-to when I'm not ready to have the full-on discussion about dogs. Like, that can come later. D-Dub is our sausage. We have vasectomy fail. He's just been busy. But yeah, I mean, really, if you want to. Exactly. It's always someone with a shit bowl and it's off leash. So, you know, after I said that, she goes, oh, no, don't worry. He just got groomed. And I went, he's allergic. I don't care if it's just been groomed. He's allergic. And, you know, so let's see. I'm on quota because I like learning about child raising from experienced parents. Oh, quota. But let's see how long it takes me to get banned for telling parents not. Oh, it's not going to take. It is Taco Heaven. It's not going to take you long. I thought it was Quora. It's not going to take you long to get banned there. Quora's kind of funny. You know, they'll like post some real shit and then they don't. Yeah, Tarsicia and I were talking earlier, and I gave my estimate as of the rest of the year to be at least 28 more fatalities, and maybe more. When I was younger, I remember a little girl being barked at by a big, ugly dog, and she was scared, but thanks to my dad who did something. Well, your dad is a good man. And I can say a lot of shitty things about my dad, but he would never let us be attacked by a dog. I've seen him kill plenty of dogs. Maybe that's where I got it. But I don't allow my son to, yeah, Quora is terrible, exactly. So I don't allow my son to get into any of that crap. Someone gave him a fucking, yeah, it's a good place to start, Beanie. Somebody gave him a book, one of those Paw Patrol books or something. I just waited till he wasn't looking, and then I put it in the fire pit. Goodbye, you know. I don't allow my son to be indoctrinated by this. Now, when he's older and becomes an adult, there's nothing I can do about this. Now, I had this discussion with someone else, and it was a very good question. They said, do you think that telling your son he can't have dogs and keeping them away from him is going to cause him to get one when he's older? A lot of times when you withhold something from someone, they have to go figure it out for themselves. Let's hope not, because I'm going to be pissed. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You know, I have a good 11 years before I have to deal with that, because he's not going to own one while he lives with me. So, Carrie, thank you. As you can see, most of us choose to educate our children on it. I don't want him to be part of this, and if he chooses to do that, that's going to be of his own decisions when he's an adult. It's not going to happen around me, and I'm not going to go roll around in crap in anybody's house. Yeah, I say let's just get rid of them all, and then we don't have to worry about it anymore. No more maulings, no more parasites, no more barking, no more children being afraid. I mean, this is insanity. And right before I move on, we're going to talk about my neighbor's dog that keeps roaming the street that the bus driver threatened to hit today. I'm done with it. I talked to this lady. I told her how I felt about it. She knows I'm pissed off. Apparently, that means nothing. So I talked to some of the authorities about it today, and they offered to help. And I told them to hold off because I've been making some friends in high places. So before I allow them to do anything, I'm going to talk to this individual tomorrow, and I'm going to warn her that I am going to turn the dog in if I see it out roaming at large one more time. I want my son to be able to feel safe. I want to feel safe. And besides, it's the fucking law. Keep your dog locked up or put it on the fucking leash. Man, I love that bus driver, DW, so much. And I'm not going to say his name and out him and stuff because, you know, he's very candid with me and we talk very honestly. I shared his story actually as well about the things that had happened to him. And so while we're on the subject, I'm going to share a neighborhood story with you. I live in Arizona. I told you guys that. So Queen Cat, I believe, also lives in Arizona. I don't know if we have any other like Westerners or people around Arizona. Let's see. What dog is it? It is a chocolate lab. And it's aggressive. And to be honest, and you know that I like to focus on larger dogs, but let's think of a medium-sized dog. If this was a Papillon, I would still be telling them I don't want it roaming at large. Yeah, lots of dog nutters in Canada, yeah, we have lots of Canadians in here. And yeah, I know Tarcisia is close. We're going to meet up and start going hiking together. I can't wait. That's right, Beanie Girl. Snail bait is highly toxic to dogs. Just in case anybody wanted to know. It's stinky, nasty, ugly fucking thing that keeps pissing on my mailbox too. My son and I used to go out front and wait for the school bus, and now we don't anymore because I don't want him standing in urine. So I talked to a neighbor lady who told me that she was attacked by a neighborhood pit bull up the road. And she said, you know, she got away pretty well and that she carries a gun. And I'm like, you got to carry a gun around just to take a walk around your own neighborhood. And it's not because of people. She's afraid of the dogs. Hey, Isabel. So she says, well, the same pit bull, it wasn't but 2 weeks later that she was standing outside talking to a 78-year-old neighbor. Okay. And this woman, she stays real fit, but she's an older woman and she's real thin. The same pit bull comes running up and it immediately runs up and latches on the inside of her thigh and starts tearing her up. So she fucking got, she said she used taser mace, and she's also calling the cops at the same time. And the Humane Society showed up. They picked the dog up and took it directly to euthanize it. But as I've told people, I live on the resi, on the edge of the resi, and natives don't play that shit. They'll euthanize the dog. So I've always been very appreciative of that. Some areas are far more crazy about this stuff. There's a city not far from me that's not reservation at all. It's very upscale. That's right, Queen Cat. Arizona dog nuts beware. We open carry. That's why I said I'm allowed to talk about this stuff. It's Arizona. We're allowed to do these things. Texas too. Okay, so they euthanized that piece of shit. Thank goodness. That fancy city near me, they don't. Okay, so, you know, there you go. Carrie, thank you for the topic suggestion. We're going to move on to the next thing. I have so much stuff. It's unreal. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, those were both hers. This is from Yusuf, and he lives in Turkey, and he translated for me. I'll put the video. I'm doing better. I'm sorry, guys. When I started doing live videos, I was doing so bad about putting the links in and everything else. So I'm working on it. Please understand, I'm starting my own business and I'm raising a child. I'm so fucking busy, okay? Yeah, Arizona or Texas, but I prefer Arizona over Texas. So let's see. Yusuf from Turkey translated this story. He said, "We have attacks daily and the media doesn't cover them. A boy broke his arm on the way to mosque for morning prayer. A gang of dogs and an old woman were mauled by a pack. If you kick a dog's ass, throw away their pet food plate, it will get main news on big media. But the boy with the broken arm and the old lady and everybody else, you don't hear about that. But if you throw away a pet food plate, apparently everyone loses their shit." And Yusuf is overrun with this shit. He has to hear this stuff all the time. And I know he and his wife suffer a bit. Yeah, I didn't even see if it was 19 people, but that's awesome. You know, for this time of night and for the last minute. And we had like 30 the other day or something, so that was pretty cool. And I told him, well, thank you. Your English is very good. I'm so appreciative. And he's really working on it. He wants to be able to help me translate these articles. So it's so appreciative to him. Hey, Slime. And he keeps sending me these articles. So, you know, he says he tries to warn people, you know, about this shit all the time. And nobody wants to hear it. Yeah, Chase, but exactly. Yes, huge cat, a feral cat. And he's just surrounded by this stuff. I know nobody can understand his videos. He actually did one in English the other day, and he did a really good job. And I just love Yusuf to death. He's always sending stuff. He's such a nice guy. He and his wife, and I'm just so appreciative to have people from that far away. So appreciative of me. I'm so appreciative of him. Yeah, so everybody, a big shout out to Yusuf. Slime, we are doing good. We're covering a whole bunch of topic suggestions and different things taking place around my neighborhood, and we're glad to see you. Wait, we got Chef Mutt Meat. We got two of them. Ban all dogs. I'll wait for you to tell me if I should discuss that or not. Ban all dogs is here, but I'm not going to out him because that's his business. Hi, J-Red. Oh, I'm so glad you made it. Be still, my heart. Okay, we've got Gabriel. Have you taken any pictures or videos of the neighbor's mutt? Okay, so that is exactly what I said to my roommate this morning. Yusuf's channel, I will put up a link to it. If anybody else is on Yusuf's channel and wants to post the link here in the live chat, feel free to. But I'm afraid if I go trying to do that, I'll fuck all this up. Chef Mutt Meat. Is Chef Mutt Meat and Chef Mutt Meat Smithsonian also DW? Yeah, Yusuf. Okay, going through this. Okay, so DW, I'm not going to speak on his behalf, but DW is Ban All Dogs. He shut down his channel because making videos was making him frustrated. And he just wants to support everyone. He doesn't want to be angry and all that kind of shit. And I don't blame him, you know. So there you go. DW is Ban All Dogs. So there he is. And he says, hi, Chef. So perfect. See, we're all figuring it out here, huh? Gabriel, I am taking pictures. I just mentioned that to my roommate. The first thing I'm going to do is take pictures of this dog roaming large. I'm going to take a video, and I'm going to talk to her. Yeah, YouTube is stressful. Making the videos is stressful. Slime, that sucks, dude. So, hey, we're just glad you're here. Okay, so here we go. And from Yusuf as well. Let's see. Okay, and he translated this for me, a couple different articles. In another deja vu, 2 dead dogs come in the front. The driver maneuvers to get around them and dies. That's so common around here. If they did run over the dogs, the media would hang them and show their faces as targets to dog nuts. That's common too. And I wished him well, wished he and his wife the best. Fuck. Hi, Oliver. Oh, so good to see you. So yeah, Yusuf is doing his best. His English is incredible, way better than my Turkish was. And he's been helping, and I'm so appreciative to him. Thank you, Yusuf, from the bottom of my dog-hating heart. Keep up the good work, and try and stay sane, honey. I know it's hard. Yeah, they eat so fast. Fuck, I wish they'd eat a big bucket of poison. So what do we... Oh, this is going to be fun. So I saved this from my messenger from you guys, okay? Oh, God, this is fun. This guy has been randomly hitting up my messenger and hitting on me. He's very polite, but, you know, I've never had interest in the guy. I don't even know who he is, so I've never been, like, rude. Over the years, we would have short conversations, and I was pretty frustrated with dog nuts and stuff when he hit me up on this particular day. And then he brought up the subject, so it was my chance to talk about it. So you guys will enjoy this. This is a personal screenshotted conversation of which I will not share the individual's name, obviously. But he asked what I was doing. And so I'm waiting on the exterminator, ant problem, that I'm off to do some work. He said, "Oh dear, I'm a friend of all animals, but certainly the small pesky ones need to stay outside." I said, yeah, I'm worried about some of the spiders. Also, I'm not a fan of all animals. I like functional animals. And I really hate dogs. Child-killing, resource-sucking mutants. Sorry, not sorry. My filter's been disappearing. He said, I did have a 135-pound bull mastiff named Lily. She was a big baby. I had her off the leash trained in Denver. When I was growing, I thought she was better. He's growing wheat. I thought she was better than a gun for security reasons. I disagree. Gun. She would actually show empathy toward other dogs when she played rough. And the only thing that seemed to upset her was the skate park. I think she was afraid the kids would get hurt. These people are so brainwashed. Sorry you did not get to meet her. You guys know how this is about to go, right? Of course she was a female. Eye of the needle, I like you. What'd I do? Why'd you tell me to be careful? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Logic is not present. Yeah, big baby. I'm going to keep going. I'm still waiting to see what I did when you said be careful. Of course I'm careful. I'm not breaking any laws. So let's keep going. Yeah, Mutt Humper. He says, I'm sorry you did not get to meet her. I said, I wouldn't want to. Oh, yeah, no shit, Eye of the Needle. You're right. I said I wouldn't want to. I don't like dogs. I hate it when people call them babies, and they aren't good for security either. 60% of attacks dogs that live in the home, your family dogs. They always seem okay until they're not. Not my thing. I won't even go in a house with a dog in it. Not unless I'm working. They spread parasites and bacteria. I find them repulsive. If it's your thing, that's fine. Definitely not mine. He said, she did a great job of keeping people away from the house. Didn't I just say that? Okay. Okay. I gotta keep going. I said, it's been proven time and time again that dogs are not effective for security. All it takes is a little bit of food and they'll let anybody in the house. It means nothing to them. On most security footage, they're even friendly and inviting. Also, for the average criminal, a barking dog does nothing. Criminals will kill a dog or poison them. It's not that hard to do, just saying. As a woman, if I needed to go into a house and was dealing with someone that had a dog, I'll just kick that motherfucker in the face and do what I had to do. This guy. Like I said, just saying, having known many criminals throughout my life, I have never heard of someone who wouldn't go into a house because it had a dog in it. They aren't hard to deal with. He said, you guys are going to love this. Hang tight. Somehow, I had her trained not to eat anything I did not give her. She would only eat something if I told her it was okay. I said, oh, like I said, man, if it's your thing, but I study the facts quite often, and there isn't much you're going to be able to say to make me think they have any use. I used to be a dog trainer. I have a bit of experience in it. Also, she would eat a steak from a stranger if you weren't there. Guarantee it. It's foolish to think that a carnivorous predator wouldn't eat a slab of meat. As a dog trainer, I could say that they'll listen to you while you're standing there. Like I said, we don't need to talk about this. Then he sent me a picture of a bunch of pretty flowers. Ouch, my brain, y'all. Dogs will eat anything. They'll eat the poop and soil out of a snake tank in a heartbeat. And then lick the owner in the mouth. Oh my God. Dogs need to learn safe. No, they won't. Wow. Yeah, wasn't that fun? This guy thinks that if he's not home and someone hands this big shithound a steak, that he's not going to eat it. My bad. His girlfriend won't eat the steak if he's not there to say it's okay. What a dork! Moving on. Fuck me. Oh, God. This is from an anonymous viewer that emails me and sends me recent topics all the time. You know who you are. I appreciate you so much. We actually had a lot of conversations today, and I was so happy. This post, it's called Woman Mourns the Loss of Her Dog After Another Dog Attacks Them in Cape Coral. And this was from September 9th, 2021. Okay? Cape Coral, Florida. A Cape Coral woman and her dog were attacked by a pit bull while walking Sunday evening. Linda Baker was out for a walk with Cody, her 6-year-old Maltipoo that weighed just 9 pounds. That's when the pit bull escaped its collar and attacked them. The pressure of those jaws on my hand was unbelievable, Baker said. Her left hand is stitched back together, but her companion, Cody, could not be saved. He let go of my hand and picked up Cody, and that was it. The pit bull dragged Cody into a yard. He kept biting his neck. At one point, he dropped him, and Cody wasn't moving. The eyes were bulging out, and he looked up at me like, help me. But I couldn't help him. Next door, the neighbors hear Baker screaming for help. They ran outside and saw the lifeless body of the dog laying there. It was so territorial and aggressive over my neighbor's dog. Both the Cape Coral Police and Fire Department, so many resources, came to try and capture the pit bull. It started lunging at the officer's legs, and he had to pull out his firearm and shoot it. Yes! Yes! Bang, bang! Take that, Fluffy. I'm sorry. I'm always happy when it just gets shot, because then we don't have to waste all this time in court talking about whether they should kill the dog or not. Officer fired 4 rounds, killing the dog. It had already killed a neighbor's dog, so he knew it had the capacity for violence. Why can't we apply that to the rest of these dogs? Why are we all signing, by the way, if you guys haven't signed Jaden Henderson's petition, they're going to court tomorrow. It's very important. And they've almost got every signature they need. We added a few hundred today between IHD and I and whoever else signed it. Fantastic. Let's get her done. Why can't we apply this to other dogs? Why are we talking about whether we should put these things down or not? And I repeat, it had already killed a neighbor's dog, so we knew it had the capacity for violence, said the corporal of the Cape Coral Police Department. It was charging officers and fire department personnel. Unfortunately, the officers had to put it down. Not unfortunately. Good riddance. Baker said a dog sitter was walking the pit bull. She claims they weren't able to control the animal. It's a pit bull. A few doors down, all that remains is a memorial in the yard where the 2 dogs died. Memorial? I know people that have grave sites with no stone. You guys, the reactions to this video, 86% are angry. What do you think they're more angry about? The little dog being killed or the pit bull being killed? 14% are sad. What a joke. All right. Let's see what you guys have to say over here. Dorks! Fucking dorks. Dogs eat vomit. They do. Dorks! I remember a dog jumping on a skunk. The smell was so... Yeah. Oh, man. Back when I was working on ranches and training dogs, and my boss's dog used to get on skunks all the time. And the first time that I just started the job, I didn't say much about it. There's a great solution that you use to get rid of it that I, have learned from other ranchers. So whatever. The second time, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this anymore unless you pay me. And I've gotten like that over the years. You're going to pay me big bucks. I'm not fucking with this thing unless you're paying me. Always wanted to play the Oregon Trail game, but like a dog. Blow all the money on food, fuck clothing, and fuck Square Farm. Chef Muttmeat, I love you. No. Who's not an attractive man? Eye of the Needle. Oh, why a man needs a dog. Hey, Tarcisia and I are always talking about it. The bigger a dog is that a man owns, the smaller his dick. I don't make the rules. Okay? The fuck is a melty poo? So this is a Maltese mixed with a poodle. I know. Hey, DW, we were just talking about animals mixed with poodles today, so there's another one. Bang, bang, bang. Nanny Pibbles is out. I signed the dog shit out of that. Good. Me too. And anybody else who hasn't seen the petition, if anybody has access to the link, please throw it up. Otherwise, I'm going to put it in the description, okay? Insecure man owned big mutts to compensate. Exactly, great, Gabriel. Exactly. And to intimidate others. Some dog nutters go to wolves' territory to kill wolves by using dogs. Yeah, they think it's great. They smell bad enough without the skunk. You're right. There's a kind of mongoose-like animal in the neighborhood. It's killed 2 toy poodles. Oh, my God. That's fantastic. They need to be erased from the planet. Yeah, I wish it good hunting. Let's go back into the emails. And what are we running on here? 47 minutes? Okay, let's just go ahead and see what else I have here. Oh, here's one from Beanie. Okay. Like I said, I've got so many things to cover. This is a video. Man gets his dog shot trying to resist arrest. This is a brand new story. I actually got it from the anonymous emailer, and I got it from Beanie. There's nothing to see. They're actually just showing the area that it took place. It's a police scanner. It's, the 911 call. So everybody give a listen. Here we go.
PD with a transfer for some kind of altercation off of Tusu. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, they're up on, you know where South is? No, but is that where it's occurring? Well, it was here, and then, she was only fighting with him because he wouldn't give her phone or house keys back, and she wasn't even doing anything. And who is the action? Who was it? Yeah. She wouldn't give back keys? Her house? Who's her? My cousin. Who's her girlfriend? Who's that? What's her first name? Yeah. Okay. So he wouldn't give back keys to, and this occurred at Issa's house? No, it was at house at the apartments across from Chevron on Tuesday.
Looks like
Now they're at the Chevron.
HMA blue striped sweater over tan shorts. Yo! Hi! Don't run at me, bro. Hey, back up. You're gonna get tased.
What do you want?
I'm
I'm in
gonna
the
fucking
summer days.
tase
What do
you.
you want? What do you fucking
Deputy Cutler Sheriff.
So the man just starts rushing at the cop. And he immediately pulled out his taser. He didn't even go for the gun yet. That's nice of him because the dude's running at him like a crazy person. And remember the title, man gets his dog shot trying to resist arrest.
I'm gonna tase you. What? Stop. Stop. Get on the ground, you're gonna get it again.
Control both 4 taser deployed.
Get on the ground.
You're on the ground now. Get on the ground now.
Now he's taken his sweater off and the prongs have come loose from the taser and his dog has wandered up.
Stop resisting. Get on your stomach. Turn on your stomach now.
Dog is jumping up toward the officer. They didn't shoot it. Now it's wandering around its owner, wondering why he's so fucking crazy.
Turn on your stomach. Turn on your stomach.
So the cop has pulled out the baton. You know, he's not shooting the guy, right? A lot of cops, very trigger happy, would have shot this guy when he first ran toward him. Now he's got the baton out, and he's hitting the guy trying to defuse the situation, and the man is grabbing the baton.
Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach.
It appears that the dog even bit his own master.
I'm gonna shoot your dog. I'm gonna shoot your dog. Shoot your dog. Shoot.
Now he's warned the guy repeatedly. Dude's still hanging off of his baton. This cop is doing everything he can to not shoot the guy and the dog. That much is obvious. So you can't say that this dude was trigger happy or in a hurry to kill either of them. He's trying to not kill them.
Let go of the fucking baton. Get on the ground now. Let go of the baton. Get on the ground. Let go of the baton. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Control both 4. Hands on. Taser deploy. Start.
Dog's been shot. Now the guy's approaching the officer.
Back. I will shoot you. You understand me? I'm gonna shoot you.
Now he's wandered off, and they're following him. I can't watch this part of the video. You know, I've told you guys.
Help me, somebody. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground now.
And when I say I can't watch it, I mean the bouncing camera angles give me seizures and fuck with my MS. So it's not that I can't watch it because it's too graphic. It fucks with me. Tased him again.
Get on your stomach now. Get on your stomach. You're gonna get fit.
Okay, he hadn't shot the dog yet.
The dog. Shoot your dog. I'm gonna shoot your dog.
No, they're replaying it. I was correct. The dog bit his own owner as well. So much for loyalty.
Get on the ground now. Let go of the top. Get on the ground. Stop. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Look at the dog. Get on the ground. Now. Don't resist now.
Guys, this video is almost over. I can't believe, I'm sure a couple of you guys did watch it. I can't believe there's the petition right there. Beanie Girl just posted it. I can't believe how much they fought and argued with this guy. I'm a woman, and I had an altercation with the police back in the day. I used to be pretty wild. I'm sober now and don't do shit. I'm pretty tame. Life's fucking boring now that I'm not training horses and fighting cops. They didn't treat me that nice, I'll tell you that. Yeah, the dog's dead. The link will be in the description. Hey, anti-dog neighbor. Let's see. Isn't that a great name? I mean, dude, he really tried. He tried over and over again to not kill the guy, kill the dog. I'm not... guys. Yep, one shot, the dog was down and out. And they replayed it, so I was a little confused. But, yeah, one shot and that dog was laid out. Laid out. Thank you for sharing that, Beanie, and to the anonymous emailer that also sent it to me afterward. Oh, God, here's another one from Miami. Miami's been having a lot of issues with dog attacks. This is also recent from September 7th, 2021. Get out of here, Samsung. There we go. 77-year-old woman hospitalized after dog attack outside of Miami home. A woman had to be taken into surgery after a dog attack in the front yard of a Miami home. The attack happened along, it's North Miami, okay? My brother called me and said, go to the hospital. The victim's daughter said, my mom is at Jackson Hospital because there's a dog that bit her at my sister's house. According to the city of Miami police, 2 dogs ran into the front yard of a home and mauled 77-year-old Janine Jean Marie. Miami-Dade Animal Services said the dogs were American bulldogs. Her family said she underwent surgery at Jackson Memorial Hospital after the attack. On Wednesday, doctors told the family she had been placed in a medically induced coma, and then she tested positive for COVID. So she dies of the dog bite, and it's COVID death. I'm sorry. Terrible joke. So that's when I started running, and I got the dogs, but it was already too late, Victor, the dog's owner, said. The door wasn't completely shut. He knows how to get out the back door and open it, and then he jumps over things. So basically, to me, that's confession, correct? He just said, door wasn't completely shut. He knows how to get out the back door, opens the door, and jumps over things. You just said it. They used to come and torture the dogs and throw rocks at them and hit them with a cane. I like how you had to throw that in, right? Victor added the dogs will stay locked up inside the house until further notice. Someone's hospitalized. What are you talking about? They shouldn't even be alive. I really feel sorry for that, he said. I don't know why Kelly goes and bites a woman. He's a friendly dog playing around. This guy, these people really say this shit. The victim's family and other dogs say that the dogs have bitten other people in the area and they're worried about their family member. Yeah, that's a normal reaction. She was in really bad condition, Jean Marie said. He said her hands are very bad, and under there's a bone that's broken. They can't do anything for that bone where the dog bit her. The dog goes inside the yard, but when she sees the dog, she tried to run. The dog ran behind her, and he holds her, and she fell down. The grammar in this article is terrible. The dogs, on Wednesday morning, Jean Marie said her mother was in the intensive care unit. They said she's okay, but she's on a bed with tubing, and we just pray to God everything to be okay for her. Leonard Knight added the same dog had attacked him earlier this year. So, repeat offender. The same animal attacked me in March. God is great that I'm still with life. Family members and friends said the dog came from a nearby house and no one seemed to be home Tuesday night. Witnesses said Miami-Dade Animal Control responded to the area to visit with the family and possibly the dogs involved. Let's go visit them. Guys, I'll say it again like I do almost every video. I miss the old days. I miss the old days when we just killed these things when they attacked people. We didn't sit around and question it. We didn't have to sign petitions. We didn't have to quarantine them. There wasn't a court date about it. They didn't get an opportunity to leave with the dogs. God damn it. It drives me insane. Ugh, fucking Florida man. Florida man ain't shit compared to Florida Fluffy. Florida Fluffy is a fucking murderer. Hey, you didn't miss this one, and that's cool because I was about to actually go back over a story from the other day. I feel that these stories are very important, okay, and I left them pulled up. I wanted to talk real quick again about the woman with the Rottweilers and her mother. This is a very good story to share with people that don't understand why you hate dogs. I've used it a couple times. I'm only going to breeze through this. Moral of the story is, this lifelong safe dog advocate lady could not save her mother from the Rottweiler. More importantly, when her own Rottweiler killed her mother and she was dying on the deck, she came home and called the ambulance, and then she took the Rottweilers and hid them in another room. And when the police showed up and were looking, and she was like, no, one of my friends took them. Her mother was still dying on the deck, guys. She succumbed to her injuries later, which means instead of going and holding her mother's hand and speaking to her while she dies, after raising her. You know what I would do to have a parent? Some of us don't have them. This woman let her mother bleed out and die on a porch after her own dogs attacked her. That's a mental illness. No one will ever be able to convince me that it's not. Okay? This happened September 2nd, 2021. Killed her 91-year-old mother. And literally, and I'm not going to read the whole thing again because it's super long, okay? But she literally carries on and on and on and on about how much she loves dogs the whole time. She confesses that this dog in particular was aggressive. And then goes right back to talking about how much she loves dogs again. This woman could not stop talking about dogs. Her mother died. At one point in all these articles, she says, I was devastated. Couldn't save my own mother. Then she blames the breeder. Lady, you're supposed to be a safe dog advocate. Apparently, you're like the guy, right, to go to that knows which dogs are safe. And then I cannot get over her allowing her mother to lay there and die alone after being savagely mauled and not going to her. She was steady hiding the dogs and lying about it. No one will ever be able to convince me that this is normal. This is a fucking mental illness. There's something seriously wrong with people. Who would do that? This woman lived 91 years on the planet, like DW and I were talking about earlier. 91 years on the planet to be killed by your daughter's dogs. And then in your dying moments, you watch her come in and attend to the dogs first. Take them and hide them. Lie to the police while you lay there and die. And I would have got a bat or a gun and killed them both. Anything that killed someone I cared about, it could be a fucking stranger, and I would have killed them. She is a sick woman. Put the woman down too. Thank you, Canine Critic. That's kind of why I wanted to cover this again, because I haven't heard this story covered much, and I feel that this is glaring insight. Not only is this woman supposed to be a professional on safe dogs, but to wrap your head around that is wild. This is like the woman who let the pit bull attack her child and then didn't take him to the hospital. Same shit. They're protecting the dog. You worry more about that fucking dog than your child? I would put my life on the line for a strange child on the road right fucking now and go and fight 2 Rottweilers in a heartbeat. Wouldn't even second guess myself. My son could lose his mother, and I would put my life on the line to save a stranger's child, let alone attend to my own child or my own mother. Gabriel says he was going to share his best friend from college a few years ago asked me, I do not know why in the world me to take care of his Rottweiler. Hell no. And yeah, at least Nintendo wasn't brainwashing us. You know, we do have like the PS5s and stuff now. It's a whole nother story. So let's cover one more story. Yeah, I know. DW, it drives me crazy. And I mean, mental illness. Like I said, you can't fucking convince me anything otherwise. When you're protecting a dog, demons in the flesh, when you're protecting a dog over your own family, it just makes me fucking sick. And I'm supposed to be the bad guy. I'm the bad dude for speaking out about dogs. I'm the bad guy. These people are defending dogs over their own fucking family members. You're fucking mental. Never, ever change my mind about it. These people are so fucking demented. It's unreal. So let's see. I think I almost caught up with it all. Yeah. We've got this one from Hell Yeah, Hey, Terrence. You missed a whole bunch of stuff. It's an hour or so in. I was actually wrapping it up with one last story, but like I said, I've learned how to fix Strawberry's here. Hate when people say blame the owner, not the dog, more than anything else. Oh, God, me too. Nothing infuriates me more than that. Like, no shit, the owners are at fault. They brought the damn things into the community. Bam. And but don't take the blame off the creatures that carry out the tax. They have to protect Fluffy at all costs. That's all they care about. And Slime says, family still forces you. I thought a little something was going to happen with that after you stood up for yourself and shit, but I guess not. It's just that time for everybody to bully Slime again. I'm sorry to hear that. Video about a woman who rescued a pit and it killed her son the second. I remember that story, Canine Critic. I remember that story. I actually think we might have covered that at some point. But yeah, she rescued a pit bull, brought it in the house, and it killed the dog a couple minutes later. Or the child a couple minutes later. Just terrible. Thank you for posting the Facebook group, Beanie. So for anybody else that doesn't know about the Facebook group, we have a Dogs Are Garbage Facebook group now. It's growing. It's doing pretty decent. It is. Yeah, they did. It is a bit brainwashy. So let's go to this dogsbite.org article. Someone sent this to me and wanted me to cover it. It was from January 21st of 2021. And oh, well, here's one very similar, Canine Critic. This was the mother live streams after rescue pit bull killed her son in Hampton County, South Carolina. 6-year-old boy died after being attacked by a pit bull his mother was trying to rehome. An hour ago, this was back when it took place, they had issued a statement. Let's get past all the jargon here. A juvenile was attacked by a dog. Upon arrival to the incident location, officers located the 6-year-old male child who was deceased. Animal control also responded to the scene. The dog, a pit bull breed, was located a short time later, apprehended by Hampton County Animal Control, and then euthanized. Thank you. About 18 hours ago, a grieving mother live streamed a message on Facebook explaining how a stray pit bull she had taken in killed her son. Me and my family need some space right now, she says, as I'm sure most of you have heard. My 6-year-old boy was attacked early this morning by the pit bull I've been trying to find a home for. It had been abandoned on our property. Not the same story. She also stated, I was an advocate supporter for pit bulls. I had been trying to find a home for this dog. What happened so fast. There was nothing anybody could do. It will be at least a week before funeral arrangements can be made. On January 15th, she posted about the pit bull she had taken in. By that time, she'd already spent a week with the dog. So I gave the owners an adequate amount of time. At this point, I believe they ditched their fur baby. Yeah, fur baby, you killed your child. Having spent a week with this sweet dog, I cannot imagine why. She found out the hard way. That's what we all don't want to happen. That's why when people think we're crazy for saying, kill them all, get rid of them, and emojis with dogs and axes and talking about pink juice. We're not crazy. We want to prevent things like this from happening. But these people that don't know better. I'm constantly encouraging people, not only do you need to take a break from these articles and this lifestyle, but have pity. Remember that these people are brainwashed. Wish them the best. Hope that they don't learn the hard way. Like the young man had to learn the hard way because of his mother and her desire to rehome a pit bull that she didn't even know. She feared taking the dog to a shelter because that would mean its death. One commenter even called our trailblazer, Tallulah King McGee, the director of Beaufort County Animal Services, who helped pass the first mandatory pit bull spaying and neutering ordinance in the southern United States. Beaufort and the town of Bluffton followed suit and adopted similar mandatory pit bull sterilization ordinances. Dogsbite.org comments, happened so fast. Yes, fatal attacks inflicted by pit bulls often occur in an instant and without warning. Due to their failure to communicate intention before an attack, pit bulls will attack without warning and will attack in the absence of species-specific signs. The Department of Transportation last year had wrote, a breed that consistently displays these traits, failure to communicate intention before an attack, disinhibited aggression, and a disproportionate response to stimuli. Multiple court decisions have remarked on the characteristics of the pit bull. Over 1,000 jurisdictions in this county regulate pit bulls for these same reasons. along with jurisdictions in 53 counties worldwide. Labar, a young mother who is an advocate for the breed, just learned firsthand why these regulations exist. Nothing is going to bring her son back. Moreover, the story of Labar's son will not change the opinion or actions of other young female pit bull advocates. They will simply tell themselves, this will never happen to me. Welcome to 2021. The extreme dangerousness of this breed, as it has evolved today, is well recognized. Pit bulls as a breed are known to be extremely aggressive and have been bred as attack animals. Coupled with an unpredictable nature, the trial court also found that pit bulls tend to be stronger than other dogs and often give no warning signals before attacking, and are less willing than other dogs to retreat from an attack, even when they're in considerable pain. The trial court was presented with evidence which established that the specific breeds targeted by the ordinance possesses inherent characteristics of aggression, strength, viciousness, and unpredictability not found in other dog breeds. Pit bull dogs possess a strongly developed kill instinct, not shared by other breeds of dogs. This testimony indicated that pit bulls are unique in their savageness and unpredictability. Pit bulls also possess the quality of gameness, which can be described as the propensity to catch and maul an attacked victim unrelentingly until death occurs, as the continuing tenacity and tendency to attack repeatedly for the purpose of killing. It is clear that the unquantifiable, unpredictable aggressiveness and gameness of pit bulls make them uniquely dangerous. The village also presented evidence establishing that the American Pit Bull Terrier breed possesses inherent characteristics of aggression, strength, viciousness, and unpredictability not found in other breeds of dogs. Terrence, dogs are the reasons aliens won't visit us. I love that. I've heard that before. I love that saying. Let's see, since got a couple of us here, let me look here. Okay, yeah, I have this other small article we can go ahead and cover, and that'll have me caught up. Next video is going to be about Kentucky dog bites, the laws on protecting yourself, and what warrants charges of wanton endangerment. And for many of you who don't know what any of this means or wonder what language I just was speaking, I'll explain it all to you. I'll get on the same page. Brian, one of the Bryans, helped me out and created a hell of a setup for this. And I just had to look up a few things, and it's long enough to be a whole video all by itself. So we're going to do that in a live stream. Let's see. Tomorrow. It's Friday. So tomorrow night, I'll have to look at my calendar. I might have plans. But sometime tomorrow, we're going to do this. This says 3 days ago, and I'm not seeing a date yet. So, poodle killed in horrific dog attack in Poplar. Woman's called for change in legislation after her young poodle was mauled and killed by 3 other dogs in an East London park. Anna, 32, was also bitten in the horrific attack in Bartlett Park. She said a friend had to pry open the jaws of one of the dogs from her 3-year-old toy poodle. Metropolitan Police said 3 dogs have been seized by police and inquiries were ongoing. The marketing executive said she was still living in shock following the attack. Anna was with the dog on the same route she had used for the past 2 years when the 3 dogs started charging at them. She said she attempted to shield Ruby by picking her up, but then the dogs attacked her. One of the dogs jumped on my back. I thought the owner would come any second and put the dog on a leash, but they didn't even have one. I gotta be honest, one of the things that drives me the craziest about this is the dogs at large, the unleashed dogs. It's bad enough they can't control them on the leashes. They just don't even have one. Then one jumped up and bit Ruby, then bit me. That's the dog's name. I usually try to avoid saying the names, so slip up. Then the dog fell to the floor. The other dog started biting her legs, biting her stomach. The dog was screaming. I was screaming. And then the other dogs started getting involved, as they usually do. Anna said, One of her friends and another man in the park tried to pry the dog's jaw open, but it had sunk into her skin. Anna said, and she said, I felt helpless, not knowing what to do. The toy poodle was rushed to the vet, where it was discovered some of the organs had been punctured and it had to be put down. Anna said that the dog was sweet-natured. She was only 3, so she still had a long life ahead of her. She'd like to see the laws changed to deal with such attacks. Then she calls the dog's family. I've got to disagree with her, obviously, on that. Currently, a dangerous dog act means an owner can prosecute if their dog attacks a person or their behavior makes someone believe it may injure them. However, the law does not currently allow for the prosecution of dog owners if their animal attacks another dog, unless it's an assistance dog. It's more tragic because these dogs could be put down and they could have led long, healthy, happy lives and lived to kill again. Sorry, they didn't say that. I threw that part in there. Yeah, why are they still here? Good question. No, and, you guys know my story about not killing a poodle. What fucking dog? Link for Jaden's petition. Guys, this is so fucking important. Terrence and everyone else, I just like to say Terrence Moose Lips. To any of you that haven't signed this petition, okay? Guys, please, the link's right there. They go to court tomorrow about euthanizing these dogs. This is not only about euthanizing the dogs. This is to make change in an entire county. This needs to happen. Things like this are really the only things we can do right now. Someone suggested on IHD doing a billboard and all these great things. That's great. But we're not doing any of that stuff yet, right? What we can do right now is sign this petition and help change the laws. Look, I know it's not what we want, but we're not going to get what we want overnight. These people are too obsessed with these things. So we need to start somewhere. So guys, the link for the petition, please sign it if you haven't. They are almost to their goal. There's like 7,500 signatures they were looking for. I looked at it earlier. It was 7,425 or something. Sign the fuck out of it, guys. Yes, Terrence, anyone else who hasn't signed it, the link is up there. Someone can put it up again, I'm sure. Somebody's got it in their pasty. Sign. Okay, Slime, if you haven't signed it, you guys, if you give a fuck about me, this channel, the crusade, little girls being killed by dogs, sign the petition. It's so important. Thank you, Canine Critic. It's so important, guys. This little girl was killed. And these people are trying to keep these dogs. They're going to, thank you, Beanie, thank you. Sign. Share it with everyone. Even dog owners, rational dog owners, I got to sign it today. I know it's a crazy thought, but I know people that own dogs that will shoot a dog in the head if it attacks a child. So I called them out on it today. Hey, sign this fucking thing. Do it. Sign it. You can buy the earplugs or get the good life and make those fuckers shit themselves. It's easy. It makes a difference. It's a one-click thing. Okay? So for now, I'm going to wrap this up. Okay? So I give everybody a chance to say bye-bye. Do it! Sign the petition, you dorks! I've got problems, but I'm not a dog owner. Seriously, get all of your friends and relatives. Dude, the whole IHD stream today, that's why I put up the super chat. And I'm like, I'm sorry I'm not chatting much. I'm literally sharing the petition with everyone I can come up with. I must have sent it to like 40 people today, personally. Not to mention I shared it on my actual Facebook page. I shared it on the Dogs Are Garbage page. I'm trying. Do it, you dorks. I shared it everywhere I could. I shared it with friends over the phone. See you next time, Terrence. Pleasure having you all here. Please share the petition. This is so important. They're going into court tomorrow. They need to reach that goal. Okay? I love you guys. This is Broomstick signing off. I seriously appreciate you all so much. From the bottom of my dog-hating heart. What did I say earlier? Kiss my dog-hating ass. And everything else you can come up with that's got dog hate in it. Fuck Fluffy. Okay? J-Red, I'm so glad you made it. I love you all too. I love you, DW. Thank you for being part of my family. Beanie, thank you for being my sister. To Chef, to Gling, to all the moderators, to the people in Malaysia, to the people that are all the way in Turkey, to people that have names that I really like. Your anti-dog neighbor. I'm watching you. I want that name. I want your name. Fuck Fluffy. I'm going to go chill. I'll see you tomorrow for the Kentucky video. Much love. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, kittens. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, thank you. And see you guys next time. End.